Let's say your former company is offering you X, but you want Y. You're holding out, you want to push them. You feel still emotionally burdened by the entire situation, and you can't say to yourself, I am willing to give up my quest for justice for X amount of dollars. I totally understand that. I want this to be an idea of the litigation costs going forward so that people can get an idea of what the actual costs are. So let's say you need to file a lawsuit in Cook County. The filing fee could be anywhere between $500 and $600, and that's to start. From there, you might have service of process fees. That could be $100, $150, depending on how many times they have to try to serve your summons and your lawsuit. Once the parties get into oral discovery, typically written comes first, and then there are depositions. There's no rule saying that written has to come first, but typically attorneys want to question witnesses about the documents that they have in their possession. Once those depositions get going, you will be responsible for the costs. That includes, if you're taking the deposition, the court reporter, and if you're getting the transcript from the deposition. The transcript from the deposition could be anywhere between $500 to $1,500, depending on the length of the deposition and the complexity. Prices also go up if you're having it recorded on video. And then, of course, you have to pay for the court reporter's time taking down the dictation. Next, you might need an expert in your case. Experts help plaintiffs say how and why they are damaged. What is it from a scientific perspective that actually gives them damages, allows them to be able to collect something? And that could be anywhere from maybe $2,000, $3,000 to $30,000, and it goes up from there. You may need an expert in your case to help the other side understand how damaged you are and really what you're owed. Some experts that you might use in an employment context would be a vocational expert. They would evaluate how your job prospects and ability to get another job have decreased and take that into account based on your life expectancy. So let's say over the course of your life, because you lost job A, you might be out $10,000 a year over the next 30 years, just as an example. Another type of expert is someone like a psychologist or a medical doctor. In personal injury cases, there's medical doctors all over the place testifying as to whose fault it was, who was negligent, etc. But in employment cases, often there needs to be some kind of analysis of someone's post-traumatic stress. The situations employees go through in their jobs can be very damaging. Anything from constant bullying to sexual assault. Those are things that I think should be evaluated by a professional to determine where you were before, let's say, you lost your job, and then where you are after, mentally and emotionally. So those are some of the experts that we come across in our work. To wrap this up, I just wanted to say that litigation is very painful. It's painful for your pocketbook and painful for your mind and your heart. If you have an opportunity to reach a settlement with your employer, that is a success in most cases. And if both sides are unhappy, generally that's a good settlement.